thought that's the biggest change in insurance in Obamacare, isn't it?
It is, and then you don't get charged any more than a healthy person.
See, that's huge. Mm-hmm. And I hope that if you don't have insurance right now and you do have a history of illness, and a lot of people might not have been aware of that, mm-hmm. please reconsider, because just one visit to the hospital could wipe you clean.
Definitely.
So deductibles went up too. Prices and deductibles went up, right?
Yeah, you can choose a deductible on your policy as low as $100 and as much as $12,000. And then if you choose a higher deductible plan, you can also do what's called a health savings account, in which the government will give you a tax break if you choose a health savings account.
And that's where you set aside money every month into an account, and you have a special debit card or whatever. Correct. To use only for health-related things.
Correct. And you're not taxed on any of that interest or on any of that money that you put in the account. You get a tax break for doing that.
See, this is really important information. And if we have questions and stuff, is it okay to call?
Definitely.
So keep that in mind. He knows what there is to know, and things are different. And I'd call you and ask you questions.
800-768-9377.
And what's your name?
It's Dave.
And what's the name of your company?
Growers Choice Insurance.
Good. Thank you for being here. Those are, one day, really, we should have a whole show on insurance because it's so tricky. And probably once a year we should do it, because it changes every year, too, doesn't it?
It does.
Would you come back and do a show with us on insurance?
Yeah, as long as there's wine involved.
Okay. Wine and brownies.
There you go.
And next time, if it's on Time Traveler Day, you may have to have a role.
Definitely.
What role would you like?
Oh, boy, that's a good question. I think I'd want to be a future guy in the future.
See you there. You can be from right now, we're going to give him a role. I think right now you can be from the year 2020. It's not too far ahead, and yet far enough.
Always fascinated about the future.
Huh. So, Nicole.
Yes.
What word of advice would you give to somebody that was just starting a business, and it was one where they had to use their name, say a coaching business, because I'm going to go back here, because that seems to be really popular right now.
It does.
And overwhelming. I mean, there are bazillions of them. What advice would you give to that person? I hope you're listening, Danielle.
So really, with as saturated as that field is, and it's saturated in multiple fields. You can be a health coach, you can be a personal coach, you can be a career coach, you can be a startup coach. You really have to differentiate yourself and find something that's unique about your business that stands out and really talks to your specific customers or your ideal customers. You don't want to work with just anybody. When you're a coach, that's one of the benefits of being a coach, is you want to help people. And so you do have that ideal client in mind. So you have to really figure out what's the best way to reach them, what language do they speak, how do they like information to be presented to them, and then do that. And like I said, because the field's so saturated, it can be a little bit tricky. So you have to talk to your customers and see what they like and what they don't like, and kind of pivot to fit whatever their needs are.
Very good. So, and what social media should they use?
Well, it would really depend. So if they are a coach that is looking to work with individuals, consumers, they can use Facebook, they can use Instagram, they can use Pinterest, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube. Those are really good ones. If you are trying to target a business, you have to be on LinkedIn, because that's where you meet business people. You can also do Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. You're just not going to have as much of a business following on those social media markets.
So business coaching, you have to pick your niche and then your social media. Very true. Where are you?
I am on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope.
And where do we usually talk?
We talk on Facebook, and it's fun.
and on LinkedIn, I recommend you for stuff too.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that for a minute.
Of course.
Because I think LinkedIn is very underutilized.
Oh, it is. I'm actually, I'll be doing a class on that in next month. People don't realize the capabilities with LinkedIn and how you need to be on there because you don't know who you'll connect with. So recently I kind of challenged myself to get 25 new people, 25 new connections every week. And so I just started reaching out to people that I didn't know who interested me. And I'm not pitching them my business or anything. I am reaching out to them and saying, I want to learn more about you. I want to know what you're doing, what you want, because I want to be able to connect you with people who can get you there.
Oh, that's the way to do it. That's very smart.
So I did that, and I've met my goal so far for the past 4 weeks. You also have to have, if you have a business, you have to have a business page, and you have to be engaging. You can't just promote. There's a Pareto rule. It's 80-20 rule. You want to have 80% engaging content and 20% advertising. And once you cross that line, you lose engagement. People don't want to be sold to all the time. They want to learn, they want to engage, they want to feel. So you have to figure out what's the right content at the right time.
That's funny because I just had this conversation with somebody today on my Facebook page because I'm a coach and I'm in coaching groups. I get so many spiels that I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I just put together and yet nobody shares anything, that they don't interact with me at all on my personal page. I just get all this bombardment, and I'm going to start telling them about your class because that's not right. If we're in this together, then we need to be promoting each other. And I was going to start a little group saying every day just like and share one person that you follows what they're saying. And that way we'll be doing that circle and it'll be synergistic, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people, like I said, they're looking to be connected with resources that they can use or things that interest them. So I think that's a great way to do it. I know I joined a group today, actually, through the Female Entrepreneur Association. They're doing a 2016 Success Challenge. And I joined that group, and we started promoting each other's pages right away. And I probably got about 50 new likes on my Facebook page just from like the first 20 minutes of that.
Nice. And there are some groups that do that, like they have Twitter Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So everybody shares their Twitter names. Mm-hmm. And I like when you do that. But then, I just get tired of seeing that.
I do too. I don't like any advice for any businesses that are out there that add people to their groups without their consent. Stop it. It's rotten to just kind of force people to buy into what you're selling. Let people opt in. They'll be more loyal. You'll have customers instead of people who are kind of turned off by your business.
That's a good piece of advice right there. Mm-hmm. That's really good. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's one of my pet peeves. I know that was when I like I said, I joined this group today and somebody automatically added me to something, and I go right in and I leave and make it so that they can't add me. If they would have asked, I probably would have opted in. Mm-hmm. But like I said, people don't like to be pushed into
hurted.
things.
It's like we're hurting. Yeah, yes.
Exactly. Let people opt into your content. Let them buy into what you're selling. Buy into
and be authentic, and don't be sending me that you're having a class when I don't even know you.
Exactly. Build your trust first. Build your reputation first. Put things out. What you put out, you'll get back. So if you want to be helpful, put things out and people will seek you out.
Right. And then it also shows that you know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Right. Very good. Very good. Thank you very much. So it's already time to start wrapping up. So let's go back into character. Becky, do you have anything? And don't just think it.
All right. I have to get back.
But you need a microphone. Yeah. That was very good.
Well, I think it's important that you all realize that the spiritual awakening is coming. And it's important for all of you to move forward, progress. That's all I'm going to say, because the future is coming.
Very good. And
So,
if we want to be part of it.
If you want to be part of the future, just roll with the progression. I'm just going to say that, because the
Very good.
awakening,
And she
the revolution
knows. She's from
is coming.
2080.
Yes, the revolution is coming.
What about our little Egyptian Misty?
Hard work.
Hard
Hard
work.
work will get you to where you need to be, and always take care of yourself. Maybe not to some extremes, but
And be buried with your many treasures.
absolutely, hard work will get you what you seek.
Very good. David, any advice for us?
Oh, definitely. The present is now. You can dream about the future. You want to forget about the past. Now's the time to act. It's today.
How rude!
Oh, you future people, let it go. You past people. Oh, I'm a past person. Very good. And our Renaissance woman, Nicole.
Get used to being uncomfortable. The mosquitoes are going to bite. You're going to step on rocks. You just have to get used to it and keep moving forward.
Very good.
Well said.
And I say, be kind. Be generous with your time. Put your phone down, damn it. And smile. Smile often.
Yes.
And to everyone. Now, our toy drive was amazing. Over 2,000 toys were raised for the Eagles. Yeah, it was really, really good. Yes, and Misty and I got to do some of that. Next year, our involvement's going to be so much bigger.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so. That was a lot of fun.
It's going to be third quarter Devalution project.
That's awesome. Hopefully the weather will cooperate.
Like it
And
did this year?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It
that
was so
fabulous.
nice. Yeah. It
Fabulous.
was really good.
50
So
degrees
thank
in
you,
the
everybody
sunshine.
that did that. Yep, it was really fun. And our Vino, our first Wednesday of the month, we meet at Vino for half off wine, and that was really fun too. We had a fairly good turnout, but this time of year we always have trouble with turnout because everybody's busy baking, and they're baking and shopping and running around. But we still had fun.
Christmas caroling.
Yes, Christmas caroling, waffling, that sort of thing. Yes. Waffling. I waffle, some wassel. That was funny. Yes, Belgian waffling. With and there's your waffling fried chicken wing. Okay, so and the other thing I wanted to remind you, if you are having problems with the app, just get rid of it right now and then try to download it again every now and then. It should be fixed very soon. Apple is reviewing the changes. Next week we have, hopefully we have Jennifer Ayers Gold as our guest. And Misty is the one that found her for us, and she sounds like a very interesting
She
person.
is a fascinating woman. Someone I truly admire. She has 4 children, 2 in the military. Her husband is out of state frequently for long stays. She is a recorded musician. She is a writer. She is a barefoot runner for distance running. She's just absolutely an inspiration to many. So I look forward to having her here.
Very good. So that'll be fun. Our next Divas Night Out at Vino is January 6th, so mark your calendars right now. We have a couple interesting shows coming up. We have our last one of the year on, I believe it's December 29th, is it? Is kind of a rehash over what we've been through this last year and where we're going, and so you definitely want to tune into that one too. Lots of exciting things happening here on the Divalution Show and at W4 Divas, and we thank you so much for taking part out of your busy day and sharing your time with us. Again, Dave, thank you for being with us from Growers Choice Insurance. Please remember to call him if you have any questions about any kind of insurance at all.
And that number again, Dave,
is
please.
800?
Yep, 768-9377.
Very good. And Nicole, we hope that you'll come back. And if I'm a business and I need you, how do I get a hold of you? It's on our Facebook page, but
Yeah, you can find me at Startup with Nicole, NICOLE, no H.com.
Oh, I think I might have. No, I didn't. I just used a C. Okay. And her information right now is on our Facebook page, and I'm sure that we'll be talking. And so get a hold of her. If you have a startup business or if you're thinking about starting up a business, she'll help you. I'm sure. She has some good ideas. So until next week, my friends,